All right, the next and hopefully final Pierce County Charter Review Commission meeting is taking place Monday, June 29th at 6 p.m. at the Pierce County Annex at 2401 South 35th Street in Tacoma. There's potentially a meeting that's going to happen on Tuesday at 6 p.m., same location, if they don't wrap everything up on Monday. I'm making this video into a YouTube video, and I'm going to post the link in the comments. Just copy and paste the link into a text message to send out to your neighbors who aren't on social media and get the word out. It's real important for people to show up to this meeting and give public comment. I'm going to go through all the proposed amendments as they're going to be listed on your ballot. You do not have to be a Pierce County resident to attend the meeting and give public comment. You can attend on Zoom if you can't be there in person, or you can just provide written public comment from their website right here. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. So you're going to go to the Pierce County Charter Review Commission website. This page will pop up. Then you'll scroll down some more. I don't know why all this blank space is here. Then you're going to click on all amendment proposals and results. This page will pop up. You're going to want to look at this column on the far right here. All these amendments are going to be on your ballot in the November general election. So the first one is C1, appointed sheriff. Effective January 1st, 2027, the sheriff shall cease to be an elective office and the current term of office shall terminate. The sheriff shall be appointed by the executive and confirmed by a majority of the council. So there's a few issues with this one besides the obvious. So if the sheriff is removed from office January 1st in the middle of his term and the middle of the current executive's term, when will the sheriff's term end? And there's no end for an appointed sheriff's term. So that's kind of concerning. So when Ryan Mello is no longer the county executive and we elect a new one, does that county executive have the right to just appoint a sheriff? And there's some confusion on that, and it should be clarified. And what's the pathway for getting rid of an appointed sheriff if they're doing corrupt things? Like, if they're elected, we can just vote them out. If they're appointed, that's an issue. Next one is proposed amendment C13, rules of procedure. They're changing the times that they meet a year from 50 to 45. C18, I spoke about this one before. This is where the judges came and talked against the proposal. And there's no physical note attached to this, so we have no idea what it's going to cost us, and we have a serious budget issue. Then we have C25, the 4-year budget outlook. A 4-year budget outlook for the current expense fund covering the proposed and succeeding bienniums shall be prepared by the Chief Financial Officer and provided by the Executive to the Council. The outlook shall establish that projected expenditures under the proposed budget do not exceed projected available funds over the forecast period. The Council shall consider the outlook when deliberating adoption of the biennium budget. The outlook shall include revenues, expenditures, reserves, fund balances, and other information necessary to demonstrate the financial condition of the current expense fund. The Council may adopt by ordinance additional provisions governing the preparation of the outlook. We have C30 going to the ballot, the Public Safety Ombuds. It was previously known as the Sheriff Ombuds. When it was discussed as the Sheriff Ombuds, it was talked about it would be costing the county millions of extra dollars. And once again, there's no financial note on this, and it's been expanded to public safety. That's a lot more money, no financial note. Here's the second page of C30, the Public Safety Ombuds. Next, we have C32, Initiative Procedures. They're changing the time limit from 120 days to collect signatures to 180 days to collect signatures. Then we have C36, Non-Discrimination. This amendment going to the ballot expands on the protected classes of people here in Pierce County. I recommend doing a Google search, use AI, and look up the legal implications of what changing this verbiage would mean for the county. So that's all the proposed amendments going to the ballot. Allegedly, if you look on Monday's agenda, they are going to possibly resurrect C8R, C31, and 01. They previously voted to not advance these amendments, but at the last meeting, Devin Rydell Kelly made a big deal about making sure that they weren't going anywhere. Other amendments weren't going anywhere, and we never apparently made the decision on these ones, saying that they're not going to advance to council or whatnot. So something fishy could potentially happen with these three at the next meeting.